Nigel Farage and the Reform Party have consistently positioned themselves as vocal critics of Prime Minister Keir Starmer, emphasizing the importance of accountability in leadership. At a time when many political parties fall short in scrutinizing the government's actions, Farage's efforts to hold the Prime Minister to a higher standard are both necessary and significant. This level of scrutiny serves as a vital check on power, ensuring the public stays informed about key government decisions that could otherwise go unchallenged. In today's video, we'll explore Farage's most recent criticisms of Prime Minister Starmer, along with a comprehensive roundup of pressing developments from around the country. Before diving in, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and become part of our rapidly expanding community. Your support helps us continue bringing important updates to you. Farage, leader of Reform UK, recently used social media to launch a sharp critique of Starmer, focusing on three pivotal decisions since the Labour leader took office. One particularly controversial move involves sending up to 100 Labour staff members to the United States to campaign for Vice President Kamala Harris in critical battleground states. Farage, speaking on X, formerly known as Twitter, described these decisions as catastrophic, underscoring the growing discontent with Starmer's leadership. Farage's three key points of criticism against Starmer sparked debate. Nigel Farage has raised sharp concerns over Keir Starmer's recent actions, pointing to three key issues he believes could have serious diplomatic and political consequences. His comments highlight potential risks to Britain's international standing, particularly in relation to the United States, as Labour navigates foreign policy challenges ahead of the next general election. 1. The Chagos Islands sovereignty handover. In October, the UK government confirmed plans to transfer sovereignty of the Chagos Islands to Mauritius, a significant move after more than 5 decades of British control. Farage criticised the decision as a surrender of strategic territory, expressing fears it could weaken the UK's geopolitical influence in the Indian Ocean. However, Starmer defended the policy, emphasizing that the military base on Diego Garcia, a critical joint facility shared by the US and the UK, will remain unaffected. According to Starmer, securing the future of Diego Garcia is paramount to national security, and he noted that American officials have responded favorably to the announcement. Still, the decision has sparked debate, with some questioning whether the move prioritizes diplomatic convenience over long-term strategic interests. Second, Labour's role in Kamala Harris's campaign. Farage further criticized Starmer for deploying nearly 100 Labour Party staff and supporters, both current and former members, to assist US Vice President Kamala Harris in key battleground states. The volunteers are set to travel to politically significant regions, including North Carolina, Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Virginia, ahead of the 2024 presidential election. While Labour's operations chief clarified on X, formerly Twitter, that the volunteers will cover their own travel and car rental costs, Democratic counterparts in the US will provide accommodation. Farage warned that such involvement in a foreign election crosses ethical boundaries, raising concerns about how it could reflect on the UK's neutrality in international politics. Third, diplomatic tensions with a potential Trump presidency. Farage also cautioned that Labour's involvement in the US election risks damaging future diplomatic relations with Washington, particularly if Donald Trump returns to power. Trump's campaign has already filed a federal complaint, accusing the Labour Party of interfering in the election by providing indirect campaign contributions. Trump publicly denounced Labour as a far-left party, blaming its influence for promoting liberal policies he opposes. Despite these accusations, Starmer dismissed concerns, insisting that he could build a constructive relationship with Trump if he were re-elected. However, critics argue that Labour's support for Harris could complicate the UK's ability to maintain strong bilateral ties under a Republican administration. Farage's criticisms raise pressing questions about Labour's foreign policy strategy and its potential repercussions. As Starmer looks to balance diplomacy with party ideology, he faces mounting pressure to defend these decisions against growing scrutiny. Will these moves ultimately strengthen the UK's global standing, or are they setting the stage for deeper political friction? Let us know what you think in the comments below. In other news, the Labour Party is under scrutiny for its growing alignment with trade unions, with critics arguing that this could grant unions excessive influence. A key point of contention is the proposed Employment Rights Bill, which recently cleared its second reading. This bill aims to extend the right to strike for up to 12 months and remove the requirement for at least 50% voter turnout in union ballots to authorise industrial action. Deputy Prime Minister Angela Rayner defended the reforms, describing them as crucial for overturning outdated anti-union laws and reinforcing workers' rights. She emphasised that the bill would streamline union recognition and make organising strikes easier. Additionally, it would grant union leaders more access to workplaces, and in situations where workers perceive serious or imminent danger, strikes could proceed without a formal vote. Rayner framed the legislation as a fulfillment of Labour's commitment to improving working conditions while fostering economic growth. However, not everyone shares this optimism. Former Conservative leader Sir Ian Duncan Smith voiced his concerns, warning that Labour's close ties with unions risk tipping the balance of power too far in their favour. He cautioned that the nation could relive the economic instability of the 1970s, with unions potentially gaining enough influence to hold the economy hostage. Smith also criticised Labour for rewarding unions with greater power, given their substantial financial support to the party over the years. Prince Harry's newly released paperback edition of his controversial memoir, Spare, has reignited debates, drawing mixed reactions from royal watchers and commentators alike. The timing of the release, coinciding with King Charles III's high-profile royal tour, has sparked criticism. Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams expressed concern that the publication might be perceived as another calculated move by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to divert public attention from the King's diplomatic engagements, further fueling speculation of a strained relationship between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family. Fitzwilliams, however, suggested there might be a silver lining for the monarchy. He noted that while the paperback retains the same content and cover as the original edition, it offers no new revelations. This, according to Fitzwilliams, could come as a relief to Buckingham Palace, which remains on edge after Harry's memoir originally cast the institution in an unfavourable light. The fact that Prince Harry is not participating in media interviews to promote the paperback edition might also help avoid stoking further tensions, particularly given the challenging period the monarchy is navigating. The backdrop to these developments is particularly sensitive, as both King Charles and Prince William are reportedly dealing with cancer diagnoses, adding a personal layer to the public scrutiny surrounding the Sussexes' latest moves. Many observers see this as a moment where the royal family's solidarity and discretion are being tested, with attention divided between the King's diplomatic efforts abroad and concern for the health of both senior royals. Sources close to the Sussexes have suggested that the release date was likely determined by the publisher, not by Prince Harry himself, emphasising that it is a routine paperback launch rather than a strategic bid for attention. Nonetheless, the timing has given critics more ammunition to claim that the Sussexes are once again seeking to overshadow key royal events, a narrative that continues to dominate media discussions. As the public digests these latest developments, opinions remain divided. Will the lack of new material in the paperback help ease tensions, or does the timing speak louder than the content? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking news and insightful analysis on British politics and the royal family. Thank you for tuning in, and take care.